Here we go. Here we go once again. Beautiful day in sunny California. Summer coming up. And I don't like it. I don't like summer because I can't take a cold shower. The shower gets only so cold, and I love taking cold showers in the morning. And I miss it during the summer. Kind of a luke cold shower, but that's about it. I had a great night's sleep last night. 9:30 to 6. Unbelievably enough, dreams. I've been having some miracle dreams. I mean, not all good dreams, unsettling dreams in some ways, but man, I'm dreaming the night away, dreaming the night, and I never used to dream. My psychic energy was so low that I didn't dream at night for decades. Now I'm dreaming up a storm, and like I say, there's a lot happening in and around Earth right now, and that is part of this whole thing. And so what do I do this morning, 7:30, out at my park on this pad, on this beautiful grassy pad almost, facing the sun, doing stretches and exercises and things, and for about a half an hour. This is at 7:30, 7:45. Getting sun. There's a lot of information and consciousness and energies and frequencies that the sun is gifting us with, and I'm suggesting you all get out there and get some sun, okay? And you do it early, or during the summer especially, you do it early or late. But don't do it at 12 because your skin is going to start to burn. Not to burn, but you can feel your skin stressing out. You want to get the sun without your skin stressing. Okay, you can feel your skin stress, and you don't really want that, especially if you're a white guy. Okay, me, I'm olive guy. I'm an olive guy, so it's less important. But if you're like a strictly white guy, you got to be a little bit careful. Here we go. My latest affirmation. See how I kind of whip into that pretty good, huh? I am magic. I know I am magic. I am here to live, laugh, learn, celebrate, expand, and contribute. My soul has wings, and my spirit can climb mountains. There is no dream my heart cannot chase as I breathe in magic and I exhale miracles. I am magic, and no one can stop my magical stardust. No one can stop my magical stardust. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's the very latest in my affirmations, and that's it. I'm playing a game with myself where I have this sort of mundane consciousness. I call it 0 point consciousness, or zero sum consciousness, where it's neither good nor bad. It's okay. Okay, it is not the hellhole that I've had in the past, but it's not the inspired consciousness we're looking for, the magical inspired consciousness I'm looking for either. And then I start to do things to get myself out of that zero-sum consciousness upwards into the more inspired consciousness that we want on a daily basis. All of us, me, you, we all want more than this zero-sum consciousness that is just getting by, and it's mundane, but we don't want that. We don't accept that anymore. That's not good enough anymore. Okay, that's why Harry Potter was so popular. The idea that there's something beyond this logically, scientifically driven, knowable, daily, mundane life we live day in and day out, going to work, coming home, doing the same things. We want more than that, and that's why Harry Potter was so popular. So this is what we work toward. Okay, we work toward a magical life. All right. Okay, now we're finishing up what I was talking about last video, the hellhole life, and now as I have more graduated into a life that's worth living. Okay, and this is a continuation of that as we, and this isn't my sole accomplishment, all the things I've done for these last 20 years, let's just say. It's not my sole accomplishment. It's a team of people around me, my angels, my guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, helpers, ancestors, Divine Mother herself, the gurus that I've chosen, Jesus that I've chosen, all of this team's effort, and beings around that I don't even know of that come in and go on occasion, that it is all of our accomplishment. This is a community joint process. And sometimes it just was a matter of me getting out of the way and allowing the universe to come into me and to do the process for me. And I say for the larger community. I'm doing this not only, this isn't, in a sense, it's not only me doing this for myself, it's me doing this for the whole Earth community. Also, we all have to feel that way, and that is what the truth of the matter is. We have to start to learn to see ourselves more than just a self, but as a community, okay, Earth community, okay? That's what love-based unity consciousness is all about. We covered that a little bit in the last video. Okay, so I have no problem. I don't want me, I have done me, and I, me, I don't want that really. I want it to be a community project, okay? I want people around me, okay? And I want people that I love and they love me, and I want that to make sure they know that they're in on this too, and this is their accomplishment as much as the cells of my body. They're in on this. They're in this. My inner child is here on this, okay? My higher self, my soul, my I am presence, all these beings of my expanded way are part of this, and I couldn't be happier about that. Here we go. Here's what I'm stepping into from the old me to this new me that I have transformed and transferred and have grown into. I feel my life then is returning. And I was a death-like existence before. My life is returning. A sense of newness every morning. You know, when you're younger, 12, 11, sometimes, not all the time, a lot of times life was boring. You know, we idealized our lives when we were teenagers, especially I did when I was going through my death phase, 20s, 30s, 40s, all death. I go, God, why couldn't I missed the life when I was 12, 13. We idealized it, but there was a lot of boredom and a lot of stupidity there that wasn't so great. But there were days when you would wake up and life felt new. Brand spanking new, and there were no burdens and no things you were carrying, no heavinesses, and you felt the newness of life, and you felt it was a little bit special to be alive. Okay, we all felt that, especially 8, 9, 10, 11, younger too. We don't remember it when we're really young, but so I'm starting to feel that sense of newness returning. Not all the time, but it is coming back. Okay, how great is that? This is one of the most interesting things here, the ability to breathe again. I know that seems odd. What do you mean? Well, we've been breathing all along. Not so. I felt suffocated. I know now, as I look back, that all those decades of death-like existence, I felt suffocating. I didn't know I was suffocating. I can be out in a field now somewhere, I'd be in a park, and start to gulp in air and feel as though I can breathe again. Do you understand that? Do you know how critical that is? That you can, I can breathe again. You feel like you're breathing again, like you haven't breathed before. That was what came to the fore on some of my magic mushroom experiences, psychedelic experiences. I noticed I was gulping air in the present moment, much more so and much more aware of me breathing than I was in my normal suffocated consciousness. All right, and the idea of this breathing, I can breathe again. I can breathe again. It's an odd thing to say, but it is true. You feel yourself being able to breathe again. I can breathe again. And it is very, very, very nice. I get that when I slow the moment down and slow it down even further. I can feel my breath, and I can feel the sense of being able to breathe again. Sense of personal innocence is coming back to me, okay, that I'm an innocent child of God with unlimited potential. The sense of innocence that I had lost in my death spiral with the habits that I had accumulated, trying to mitigate the death, trying to, since my life is over, I might as well do stupid things to pleasurable, whatever it is, it might have been. And you lose your sense of personal innocence in a way during that process. I can feel my sense of personal innocence, an innocent child of God, as we all are. And then you be able to see the people around you in that way because you're seeing yourself in that way, no matter what they're showing up as in any particular moment, okay? But the sense of personal innocence is returning, which is really, really crucial to the overall sense of aliveness. The sense of magic, miraculous, mystery, majesty of life is returning. The magical sense, the miracle of life, as you look around at everything that in life, the mystery of it, of us all. What is this? It's such a mystery. This whole thing, you don't take it for granted anymore, and you don't look at it as mundane anymore. Every moment is like it's just a majesty of life. All the animals, all the flowers, all the insects, even are miraculous. My roommate has this little flower thing outside, a little thing, the plant that climbs the pole, and it's morning glories, and in the morning 15, 20 flowers out there on this thing, and then they close up again at night. You get to experience the hummingbirds and the dragonflies and butterflies. And it just, everything just seems so miraculous, and that's what's being reborn in me that I thought was long dead, and that I would never experience that again, ever. I thought it was gone, and it's not gone. I see myself as a warrior of the heart now, that always looking for the love in every situation, always asking what would love do now in this situation, even when people call you names or treat you rudely. What would love do now? What do I want to do now? Is this worth me getting pulled off my center and reacting and wanting to justify, rectify, come down on this person because he's called you a name, and like I say, these things are in their infancy a little bit, at least in their adolescence, and I'm not fully in them all the time, but they're coming more and more and more. The inner unity that I'm beginning to experience as I become more of a heart resonance. Okay, that the heart resonance is reminding me of ways that I have been in the past that aren't me anymore and never were me, and coaching me, saying, drop it, that's not you, we have something better coming. Okay, don't do those old patterns anymore, those old thought patterns. Don't say those old things. Don't be an expression of this persona, this rebel kind of renegade persona that you had as a pretense at life. That's not good enough anymore. That's not you now, nor has it ever been you. Okay, so this heart resonance that's educating me as I've opened up this heart and beginning to do its bidding. Okay, that's so very important. Greater alertness, greater attention, attentiveness, and awareness now, ever more, every day, every month, every couple of months, I'm getting more aware, more alert, more attentive, and more alert to things going on around me, things that are going on in me, okay? There is a certain dullness in the mundane consciousness that I was privy to for decades. And that's all dissolving in favor of greater alertness, attentiveness, attention, and greater awareness. Okay, that's what moving into the infinite field of awareness is all about. That's what gets you there. I'm enjoying beingness more without having necessarily to do anything. I enjoy the luxury and lushness of just hanging around the apartment and not doing anything and breathing again, okay? And I don't feel as though I have to, for the longest time, I needed to work in a kitchen, okay? I needed it. I needed a diversion because when I got home on the weekend, I fell into a deep depression and anxiety-driven energy that I got to get back to work because it was dry. This is true of us all, to some extent. For me, worse. I got to get back to work because I'm getting eaten up alive because I'm just sitting here doing nothing, and all the bullshit is creeping around me and engulfing me, okay, eating me alive. And I no longer feel that, okay? I'm able to not do anything and not need to go work my ass off in the kitchen to death to quell the pain, the searing pain and anxietal complexes and depressive complexes that I was experiencing when I wasn't working my ass off. Okay, you got that? Yeah, I say these words because I'm pissed. I was pissed off at that. I'm still pissed off about it. So the idea of just enjoying beingness without doing anything, just sitting there and letting the contentness and the presence come to you and come over you, and the quality of it is different. It's not the same quality all the time. So it varies and it fluctuates in quality. But sometimes you get that deep sense of presence and contentment, and I could stand somewhere for an hour enjoying that sense of presence. You see, that's what it's telling me of the advances I've made in this area here. That's why I call myself a magician about stuff like this, things just like that. So it's not about doing more. It's not about accomplishing more. You think in these deep sense, you go, if I accomplish something, got notoriety and attention, that would pull me out of this funk as the solution to the funk. And that's not it. It's being a source being of unconditional love, stepping into the reality of you being a source being of unconditional love. Okay, that's the movement toward. Okay, not necessarily, although we don't deny achievement and accomplishments, we're here to do those things. Okay, but they're secondary to the idea of beingness and the idea of being a source being of unconditional love. That's what life's about. That's number one. Okay, and you can't replace that with achievement, which most people are doing. High achievers that we look at and admire. A lot of them are driven to do that because they don't know the greater truth of being a source being, and there's problems in that in that area. Seeing the light in each and every person. Now I remember taking psychedelics, getting around people and seeing their light. Okay, seeing the light and the beauty that you didn't normally see from the people around you, and how precious they truly are, how precious you truly were, a sense of preciousness. And it's coming. I'm seeing the light now in people, everyday people, seeing their light, seeing the divinity in them that I didn't really see before. I was really I didn't like other people for the most part, but now I'm seeing more the light in them as I see more the light in myself. See, it's a projection. And it's beautiful to see the light in the people around you. And everywhere I go, I treat them and am being in a way that adds to their day. Okay, I see myself as a facilitator, adding to their day, seeing the loveliness in them and the loveliness in me. See, the loveliness in me too. See, so that becomes part of this whole thing. I've become a representation of the love of a divine mother, the love of the heart resonance, the joy of being alive. Become that for them and for me too. You see, I am welcoming all aspects of myself. Good and bad, and not afraid of them anymore. Welcome them into my awareness and alertness and attentiveness, and being okay with them, and knowing the ones I have to dissolve and to step away from. But I'm not afraid of them anymore. I'm more situated, and able to absorb them, pull them up, absorb them, and let them, through attentiveness and attention, let them solve and dissolve and fly away and say thank you very much. And I don't need you anymore. You're not pertinent to me anymore. And I'm loving you away. Right? Truly. I am moving to from being a wise guy. I was kind of a wise ass. I've said this before. Sort of a wise ass as trying to be alive. I thought I was being outrageously alive. In sort of this wise ass or wise guy way. We all do this. Some of us do it more than others. And giving way to greater humility, sincerity, and earnestness. The fullness there of these type things. Once again, humility, sincerity, and earnestness. They are all very higher vibrational qualities that are lacking in society these days. Okay, those three things are really lacking, and we have to move toward the sense of earnestness and sincerity. Who is truly sincere and earnest about that? We're all kind of wise guys one way or the other, and we've stepped away from the idea of these things, and this is where we're all moving back into those types of things where we are better human beings when we're being sincere and earnest, okay, and humble. We're much better human beings, and I am a much better human being in that regard these days. Also, no ordinary moments. Each moment is a moment of creation. Every moment is equal to any other moment. If you're on stage receiving an award, that's no greater really than you in some social environment or some mundane environment expressing in that moment the magic. In that every single moment has a certain magic, a certain mystery to it. This is miraculous in its own way, and we have to admit that and become aware of that. The idea of me telling my personal truth, I always thought I had to be a conflict. If I have to be myself, if I have to express the truth that I am, it's going to create waves. And in ways it does and will. But to be able to be yourself and to be upfront about things without, and tell the truth, without it being a confrontation or a friction, is an art form. Life as art, okay, the art of living. That is what they're talking about. Be able to speak your truth, because it is necessary to do that. But in the past, I go, if I am going to speak my truth, all hell's going to break loose, because I didn't have the skill and the artistry to do it properly. Okay, now I'm developing with the earnestness and sincerity and the humility. That helps you develop the artistry to be able to express yourself, express your truth, be who you are unapologetically, and not have to create friction around you and pissing people off and develop into a confrontation type of situation. That's the art of life. Okay, you got that? So these things then I'm becoming. These are the fruits of my labors here. Not only my labor, the fruit of all the people around me's labor, all of humanity's labor, as I have developed from that hellhole of existence and morphed into what I've just told you right now. Okay, that's the movement there. This is the movements we all have to make as we step forward into the love-based unity consciousness of the fifth dimension, as we begin to vibrate and have frequency enough to be able to transfer into the fifth dimension effortlessly and smoothly. Because the old ways aren't going to get us there. These new ways here, I'm telling you right now, that's what's going to get us into this fifth dimension. All right? The love-based unity consciousness of the fifth dimension. These are the steps right here right now I'm describing to you. Okay, so that's the completion of the the video of the from the cross to the resurrection here, from the darkness to the Renaissance. This is my Renaissance here. This is my resurrection. I've just told you about it right now. Okay, so that's what it's all about. My name is Jeff Africa. I'm a beloved child of God. I am a citizen of Earth, a loyal patriot of the United States of America, and I stand unafraid. And these four, Mother Earth, Divine Mother, Jeshua Ben Joseph, and Yogananda, they are all here. These are my tribe. These are the ones that are helping me get to where I want me to be. Falling from the head to the heart, opening up that heart chakra, living that heart resonance each and every eternal now moment. That's where the magic is. That's where the mystery is. That's where the miracles are. In that, okay? And our life then becomes a miraculous, continual moments of creation. Each and every moment we are creating a new life for ourselves. And what a way to start breathing again, okay? You start to breathe again. I feel as though I can breathe again, okay? Something as simple as that is magnificent, truly magnificent. Heart-based being of light, Mr. Jeff Africa. Thank you, and that's a wrap. Very, very nice. Thank you.